Hello everyone! Today we are taking a look at the MFS-3 Mechagodzilla model kit by Aoshima. This model kit is based on the Kiryu Mechagodzilla from the 2002 movie Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla. Originally released in 2018, this kit finally saw a Japanese re-release in September of 2021. I've imported mine through Hobbling Japan and spent a total of €100, and that is including shipping and Dutch custom fees. So what did €100 get me in terms of plastic goodness? Well, inside the box you will find a total of 18 runners, some rubberized sleeves, the build guide in Japanese, as expected, a sheet of decals, and an A4 size sheet containing the decal and paint guide on one side, and a clean version of the box artwork on the other. And dare I say, the art does look quite stunning. And with that out of the way, let's start building. The build itself was pretty straightforward. While the instructions are in Japanese, anyone who has ever built a model kit can easily follow these instructions. I only ran into one issue, which was that for decals the build guide uses the letter D, which is also used for runner D. Once I put 1 and 2 together, it was smooth sailing. Speaking of decals, I haven't added them to the kit yet, so please keep that in mind. The only work I put into this kit was some lazy panel lining and knob mark removal. Well, and there it is, a fully built Kiryu. What a beauty. And with the build complete, let's take a look at the articulation provided by this kit. The head has limited rotation to the left and right, but the double neck joint does allow you to push the face backwards and forwards, as well as up and down. Kiryu's mouth also opens up, as Kiryu does to fire his twin maser cannon. The chest piece can be opened to reveal the Absolute Zero cannon hiding underneath. The shoulder joint contains both a sideways swivel and ball joint, giving Kiryu a full range of shoulder movement. The elbows can be bent 90 degrees and the forearms fully rotated. The hands are limited in terms of movement and sadly do not have any articulation of their own. Also, the Rugen gauntlets on the lower arms can be rotated freely and are easily removed. The torso and stomach both have a very limited articulation. While there's enough spine movement for tilting up and down, there's very little possible in terms of sideways movement. However, the tubes on the side can also be moved slightly. Kiryu's legs have these flaps for you to mount the fly boosters behind. Removing said boosters allows you to fully close the flaps. The upper leg has a ball joint that can move quite a bit further than I was expecting. The single knee joint, however, is very limited and tends to catch onto the lower leg armor while adjusting. The kneecap has its own hinge that can be moved freely, but is purely for aesthetic purposes. Kiryu's feet are very stiff when fully connected to the lower leg, but slightly pulling back on them allows you to move them a bit further up and down at the cost of some stability. This way you can also allow for full rotation and a minor swivel. The heel piece also has some very limited movement. Which then finally brings us to the tail piece. While there's plenty of articulation possible due to ball joints connecting each piece, these joints do tend to pop free when pushing slightly too hard. Reattaching the tail pieces can be a bit of a pain as the upper part is all connected inside rubber sleeves, forcing you to blindly reattach these parts. But once fully connected, boy does that tail look good! And now let's move on to all the included accessories. Kiryu comes with 2 railguns. You can set up each with either the macer blades as shown on the left or the railguns deployed as shown on the right. There's 2 side boosters, which you've already seen and can be attached to the legs. 1 pair of alternative hands. Sadly these 2 don't have any form of articulation. The back unit, which allows you to move the missile launchers up and down. Just keep in mind that to attach it you have to remove 3 dorsal fins. Luckily each fin has a different shaped peg, so you won't have to worry about remembering which fin goes where. And finally there's this alternative eyepiece to give Kiryu his red eyes as when he's possessed by the original Godzilla. And with the accessories shown, it's time to move on to a quick size comparison. Here is Kiryu holding the high grade Nobel Gundam. Next is a NECA Shin Godzilla fighting a real grade EVA Unit 1. A real grade 00 Riser. and finally a banana. But to those looking for actual measurements, Kiryu stands roughly 22 cm tall and 23 cm toe to tail. So in conclusion, what's my final verdict on this kit? I really love the way the kit looks, and in terms of construction it feels absolutely rock solid. It has no problem standing up on its own thanks to its massive tail and comes with all the essential accessories. However, I do find articulation in the legs to be limiting when it comes to posing, and considering the price, articulated hands would have been nice to see. I'm also slightly worried about how well the flexible rubber-like material will hold up over time, as these materials tend to disintegrate. But if you're a fan of Kiryu and model kits in general, I would strongly suggest checking it out if you can, although looking at resellers, the price may not be worth it to everyone. And with that said, that will be all for today. If you own this kit, what are your opinions about it? Do you like it? Leave a comment down below. As always, thank you for watching, and until next time.